Jacob had served Laban for 20 long years, 14 for his wives, Leah and Rachel, and 6 for the flocks. Though God had blessed Jacob with great wealth, Laban's sons grew jealous, and Laban himself no longer looked kindly upon him. Then God spoke to Jacob, "Return to the land of your fathers, and to your family, and I will be with you." Jacob called Rachel and Leah to the field where his flocks grazed.
Your father's attitude towards me has changed. He does not look at me as before.
We must leave this place and go back to the land of your fathers.
So Jacob gathered his children, wives, servants, and all his possessions. While Laban was away shearing sheep, Jacob slipped away quietly, crossing the Euphrates River and heading toward Gilead. 3 days later, word reached Laban that Jacob had fled. Furious, he gathered his relatives and pursued Jacob for 7 days. But before Laban could strike, God appeared to him in a dream. "Be careful not to say anything to Jacob, either good or bad." This divine warning restrained Laban's anger. When Laban finally caught up with Jacob in the hill country of Gilead, he confronted him.
Why did you lead them away? You have treated me like an enemy. Why have you stolen my gods? I was afraid you would take your daughters by force. Where are they? I do not have your idols.
Unknown to Jacob, Rachel had hidden her father's household idols in a camel's saddle and sat on them, deceiving Laban's search.
I have done nothing wrong. Search through everything here. If you find anything, speak. With whomever you find your gods, let him not live.
Rachel had taken her father's household idols and hidden them inside a camel's saddle. She was sitting on it when Laban entered. Laban searched everywhere in the tent, lifting coverings, checking baskets, but Rachel remained seated. "Forgive me, my lord, that I cannot rise before you, for the way of women is upon me." With this excuse, Laban did not ask her to move, and so he never discovered the idols beneath her. Jacob then grew angry and confronted him. "What is my offense? What sin have I committed that you chase me like this? For 20 years I served you faithfully. I endured losses, bore the heat of day and the cold of night, and you changed my wages 10 times. This powerful speech silenced Laban. Realizing he could not deny Jacob's words, he proposed peace. Together they set up a heap of stones as a witness, promising not to cross it to harm one another. The tension ended with a covenant, and the next morning, Laban kissed his daughters and grandchildren goodbye before returning home. After Jacob and Laban reconciled at Gilead, Jacob continued his journey south toward Canaan. But the next challenge weighed heavily on his heart, meeting his brother Esau. Jacob remembered how he had deceived Esau years earlier. Taking both the birthright and the blessing, he feared Esau's anger might still burn. So Jacob sent messengers ahead with a humble message. "Your servant Jacob says, I have lived with Laban until now. I have oxen, donkeys, flocks, servants. I send this word to find favor in your eyes."
We proceeded to your brother Esau. He is coming with 400 men.
Jacob was terrified. He divided his people and flocks into 2 groups, thinking, if Esau attacks one, the other may escape.
Hurry! Divide the caravan! Put distance between the 2 groups! Quickly, get into line!
Stay close to me.
I did not expect them to arrive so soon. Look at the massive dust cloud they shift.
At dawn, Jacob looked up and saw Esau approaching with his men. Jacob bowed to the ground 7 times as he neared his brother. But instead of anger, Esau ran to meet him, embraced him, and kissed him. They both wept. Jacob arranged his family carefully, his wives Leah and Rachel, and their children. He himself went ahead, bowing to the ground 7 times as he drew near to Esau. Jacob then urged Esau to accept the gifts he had sent ahead, herds of animals meant to soften his brother's heart. At first, Esau refused. "I have enough, my brother. Keep what you have." But Jacob insisted, "Please accept my gift. Seeing your face is like seeing the face of God. Now that you have received me favorably." Finally, Esau accepted. Esau then offered to travel together. But Jacob, mindful of his children and flocks, replied gently,
"The children are frail, and the flocks must nurse. We must travel at a slower pace for them."
After the emotional embrace and reconciliation, Esau returned to his land in Seir with his men. Jacob, however, chose not to follow him. He explained gently that his children were young and his flocks needed careful tending. So Esau went his way, and Jacob remained behind, moving slowly with his household.
Look there. That is where we will build our home. The Lord has guided us to a land of peace.
Jacob journeyed to a place called Succoth. There, he built shelters for his livestock and a house for his family. This was significant. Until then, Jacob had lived as a wanderer, moving from place to place. Now, for the first time, he established a permanent dwelling. The name Succoth itself means booths or shelters, marking the place where Jacob settled and cared for his herds. Jacob continued his journey south after reconciling with Esau. His family grew, and God's promises were reaffirmed. But sorrow struck when they traveled near Ephrath, Bethlehem. Rachel, Jacob's beloved wife, was expecting another child. As the caravan moved, Rachel went into labor.
Something is very wrong.
The pains were severe, far more difficult than her earlier births. The midwife tried to comfort him. "Do not fear, for you have another son." But Rachel's strength was failing.
I will always love you.
I will care for him, I promise.
Rachel breathed her last and died there on the road. Jacob's heart was crushed. She had been the love of his life, the one he had worked 14 years to marry, the one whose beauty and spirit had captivated him from the beginning. Now she was gone. Jacob buried Rachel beside the road to Ephrath. He set up a pillar over her tomb, a stone marker that stood as a testimony of his love and grief. That pillar remained as a memorial for generations, reminding Israel of Rachel's place in their story. Afterward, Jacob pressed on with his family, carrying the weight of sorrow, but also the responsibility of leading the 12 sons who would become the tribes of Israel. Rachel's death marked a turning point. Joy and pain intertwined, as Benjamin's birth brought hope, even as it cost Jacob his beloved wife. Life lesson. Jacob's story teaches that our journey will not be free of conflict, fear, or grief. Yet if we cling to God, He turns struggles into strength, reconciles broken relationships, and brings hope out of sorrow. The legacy of Jacob Israel reminds us that faith is not about avoiding trials, but about trusting God through them, knowing His promises endure beyond pain.